WA XL Cup Racing proudly presented by Retrovision, Voltec Mechanical, Racetech, Nexter, and Revolution Race Gear.
Yeah, we're about to move into XL Cup. This will be race one. It's a 12-minute race plus one lap. And at this stage, it looks like the current grid will be Carlos Ambrosio in position number 1, Zane Rhodes in number 2, Dean Hill 3, Lachlan Cove, good on you young man, back there in 4. We've got Noah Byrne in 5. I think that's Stephen McGregor in 6, Panizza down there in 7th. We've got Fisher, Hasty, Cooper, Schultz, Stewie McGregor down a bit further, Ward, Ferreira, Clamp, Charlotte Cove's down there, 171. We've got Hewitt, Harrison Burns, Kaywood and Ashley Cove in car number 111. Doing double duties as they did. Carlos Ambrosio, first place. Zane Rhodes, second. Dean Hill, P3. Lachlan Cove in P4. Noah Byrne, P5. Stephen McGregor in 6. William Panizza, 7. Jacob Fisher in 8. Adam Hasty in 9, Paul Cooper in 10. We've got John Schultz in 11, Stuart McGregor in 12th position, Brad Ward in 13, Craig Ferreira in 14, Tristan Clamp 15, Charlotte Cove back there in 16, Paul Hewitt 17, Harrison Burns in 18, Glenn Kaywood 19, and Ashley Cove, the young lady, back there in 20th position. Pardon me. So, yeah, qualifying earlier on today, Carlos Ambrosio really dominated. But I think Dean Hill also had the opportunity to get on the top echelon. But unfortunately, he ran off there in turn 4 and really affected his own qualifying runs. Didn't quite have the pace after that. Zane Rhodes from Vulcan Panel and Paint, man, he is a quick young lad going places very quickly in the XL Cup. Welcome back, folks, to CARCO Raceway as we move into race number 1 for XL Cup. That's Carlos Ambrosio in first place, Zane Rhodes, Dean Hill in 3rd, and Lachlan Cove in 2nd. We have our onboard camera. Stuart McGregor carries our onboard camera, number 8, car number 8, Stewie McGregor. I think we find Stewie situated about midfield, so he'll be just behind Johnny Schultz and just in front of Brad Ward. Love the XL Cup. The XL Cup, awesome racing here. It's another category that really lends itself to CARCO Raceway with the design of the track here. Just suits itself for the slipstreaming. It's obviously a narrow wheel-based XL Cup cars, ideally suited to the nice wide expanses of CARCO Raceway. And see Carlos Ambrosio coming down the hill, car number 1 of the Retrovision XL Cup. Car number 2, Zane Rhodes. Car number 73 was Zane Rhodes, I should say, followed by Dean Hill, 53. Lachlan Cove, double duties this weekend, car number 36. Noah Byrne, car number 11. And back to Stewie Burns. Or Stephen Burns, I should say. Stephen McGregor. Let's get this right, Sean. Stephen McGregor, car number 2, back there in grid position number 4. Or should I say the 4th row of the grid. Ambrosio shuffles up into first place. Rhodes joins him. We have car number 31, unfortunately. That's disappointing. That will be Brad Ward, who's stopped on track between turn 6 and turn 7. This is going to cause a delay, I do think, unless Brad's trying to fire it up. So he's right on the crest of the hill there. You can probably see some flashing amber lights up there. The rescuers frantically trying to work out what they can do with Brad Ward, unfortunately situated up there between turn 1 on the crest of the hill effectively, as we see the rest of the XLs shuffling into their grid position. Yeah, thanks again to John Herney just ducking into commentary to let us know. Yeah, so Brad Ward has expired at the top of the hill there, unfortunately, between turn 6 and turn 7. This is going to have no alternative other than to delay the start. We've got to get that car off the track. At least push it away off the track just for the time being. We'll rescue it later and dump it back in the pits later. But yeah, at the moment, it's just stuck on the track there, which is just giving us a little bit of a delay. Super frustrating for all the racers who are all gridded up, ready to go. Extremely frustrating. They're, you just want to put your foot on the skinny pedal, drop the clutch, and away you go. And they just wait for things to happen. Unfortunately, that car, that's Brad Ward, I do believe, the top of the hill there, parked up there. Brady was just behind Stuart McGregor, and in front of young Ferreira. So we'll just have to wait and see. And yeah, unfortunately, so what I do believe the car has now been shuffled off the track. So what we'll be doing now is having another formation lap, and we see the emergency cars, including the safety car, just shuffling off the track, and we have the siren, which pretty much says that, look, we're about to have another warm-up lap or formation lap. Bit of a delay to race one of the XL Cup. Always frustrating. We try to run time certain, and we've already lost around about 4.5 minutes in this particular session. Away they go, another formation lap. Again, super frustrating for the racers. It's been a lot of time in the making, a lot of preparation for this long race weekend. Of course, round 3 of the AA Sporting Car Club Championship here at CARCO Raceway. The next round, by the way, coming up, the round 4, obviously, here at CARCO Raceway, and that'll be coming up on the 26th and 27th of July. So put that in your diary, folks. Come and join us 26th and 27th of July here at CARCO Raceway. It'll be absolutely awesome again to have another big double header that'll be running over both the Saturday and the Sunday. So you can expect action-packed weekend of racing here at CARCO Raceway in July. And then we come back a couple of months later for the remaining couple of rounds for the season. Interesting to see Stuart McGregor here with the camera on board. If you're lucky enough to be watching the live stream, going from side to side, putting a little bit of, really shuffling the tyres across the bitumen, trying to get as much heat into the fronts as possible. Remembering with the XL Cup cars, effectively they are front-wheel drive, so the front wheels not only need the grip for cornering, they do the braking, they do the accelerating, pretty much everything. And the front-wheel drive cars like this have a huge advantage. They get into a slide or similar, hit the accelerator, and it'll just pull you out of it, as opposed to a rear-wheeled propulsion vehicle. The safety car has moved out of the way over there by turn 7, got itself right out of the way of the cars coming around to grid up. So we do apologise for the delay. Unfortunately, it was Brad Ward, we believe, who his car expired at the top of the hill. Really disappointing when, that was like the warm-up lap. Yeah, it's sort of, if it expired during the race, you'd understand. But the warm-up lap, that's annoying, and causes this quite lengthy delay, which is really bitten into the allocated time here for race number 1 for the XL Cup. Well, first and second are already in position. Zane Rhodes shuffling forward, gets his front tyres right on his limit here in grid position number 2. Ambrosio in number 1. We look back, we've got Dean Hill sitting patiently, car number 33 in position number 3, and on the outside, Lachlan Cove. Great to see car number 36 in 4th position. Lockie Cove having done back-to-back duties racing yesterday. Looks like we're going to get the green flag. We do. Thank you, sir. Wave that flag proudly. Okay, here we go, folks. Finally going to get on with it. XL Cup, race 1. Wait for their lights to be extinguished. Out they go. Lights out, and away we go. Ambrosio, the better start. Oh, look up the inside. Dean Hill doing a bit of lawn mowing, and talk about that for a whole shot launch. Oh, Dean Hill from position number 3 up to number 1. Ambrosio slots in second place. Looks like Zane Rhodes has dropped a spot. Lachlan Cove, that's a good crafty move. From position 4 up to number 3. Good move, Lockie Cove. Oh, as the guys head up, the guys and girls snake their way in the XL Cup up through turn 4, going out a little bit wide. That looked like Panizza getting out a little bit wide in turn 4. Maybe not quite the tyre temperature in the fronts, but nonetheless they now negotiate turn 5 and plummet down the hill as we see both Ashley and Charlotte Cove, the girls, doing a magnificent job for the Cove family in the XL Cup. Out of turn 6 for the first time, and it is Dean Hill. Wow, showing a clean pair of heels here to Ambrosio, who's in second place. The onboard camera we did mention is with McGregor, and it's young Stewie McGregor. Oh, Ambrosio thinks about the outside. It's always hard work around the outside. And I tell you what, Zane Rhodes, he's dived up the inside of young Lockie Cove and resumes third position. So they're now almost, in actual fact, they're back to their starting order. No, they're not, but close to it. Ambrosio in first. Dean Hill. Oh, we've got a spinner. Oh, down the back. This is car number 118. This is Glenn Kaywood. Unfortunately, spins at turn 7. Collects the car back up and rejoins the field at the back of the field. Disappointing as he goes long there. Maybe a little bit of, maybe not quite the tyre temperature he needed into turn 7, and she rotated. But looking back at the field as we negotiate turn 5, Ambrosio in front of Hill. And it looks like Zane Rhodes in third place, Lachlan Cove in fourth place, and it looks like going down further it'll be Noah Byrne in fifth, with I think that's Stephen McGregor back there in sixth. Yes, it is. It's Ambrosio in first place. The first 3 cars are pulled out a nice little gap, going out very, very wide there. I think that might have been Adam Hasty going right out wide onto the concrete apron there, just outside the track almost. But there's Ambrosio in first place. Hill right behind him. Rhodes on the slipstream of Hill. Good racing. The first 3 have opened up a little gap between they and Lachlan Cove, who's got his work cut out when he's got Noah Byrne right behind him. Stephen McGregor back a little bit further, followed by Fisher. Panizza's in 8th, Hasty's in 9th, and Cooper back there in 10th position, as all eyes are on this field heading up through turn 3, and it is Ambrosio in first place, Dean Hill in second. Zane Rhodes really putting the pressure on Hill. In actual fact, Hill's gone a little bit wide in the turn 4, almost making it difficult for Rhodes to negotiate turn 5. Let's see if Rosie can got down the inside of turn 5. May well have been the case, but great racing. Good side-by-side action up here through turn 5. As we look at the down towards the tail end of the field, there goes the Cove girls. And back up the front, negotiating turn 6. Back up the hill towards the crest of the hill and over the hill down towards turn 7. Ambrosio, let's see, his lap times have been a 1:12.19. The best lap times, Zane Rhodes, the fastest lap time with a 1:12.0. So Zane Rhodes in third place. Talk about putting the pressure on Dean Hill. He certainly is, and he is the fastest car out there. Zane Rhodes from Vulcan Panel and Paint. I don't think he's going to make a move up the inside here, diving into 1. This is young Lachlan Cove having a bit of lot of pressure put on by Noah Byrne. Tries the outside move, won't get it done. Look at Hyundai XL 3 wide. This is a disappointing. Another spinner. Oh, indeed, we've got a little bit of action down here. Got a car pulled off number 8. Unfortunately, that's disappointing. That is Stuart McGregor, who holds our camera. He has just pulled off into the infield, just on the start-go finish line, and we also had a spinner further down the pack. I think that might have been young Ferreira. So disappointing across the stripe. We've got young Kaywood. So yellow flags are up. I can understand that. We've got a car, as I say, broken down on the start line, and that is Stuart McGregor come to a stop there in the Pedder Suspension XL. Although he started up, he's got it fired up, and he's moving along. Might have just stalled the old girl. And he's fired it up and come back out to join us. But nonetheless, that has brought out the safety car, the yellow flag and the safety car, as the leaders went through turn 7. They probably just got the yellow flag at the last minute and might have been trying to decide out now who was first, who was second, and who was third when the yellow flag came out. And so once you go past that yellow flag marshal's point, you need to readdress your situation, and we see Carlos Ambrosio will be picked up by the safety car. So we completed 4 laps, and unfortunately we did have a little bit of an issue at turn 7, which led into the start-finish line. But it looks like, let's say, Stuart McGregor has picked up car number 8. He had it parked over there on the grass section in the infield there, and he's picked it up, and he's come back out and joined us. He found himself considerably further down the field, but it's the safety car that's leading the field at the moment. Safety car from Carlos Ambrosio, Dean Hill, Zane Rhodes, Lachlan Cove, Noah Byrne, and I think that'll be Stephen McGregor back there in 6th place with William Panizza 7th, Fisher in 8th, Hasty 9, and Cooper back there in 10th. Going past us, Glenn Kaywood, past the start-finish line nice and slowly. A big thank you to all our flag marshals. We see them holding out the yellow flags and the safety car boards. Thank you again for all your work and commitment to motor racing here in Western Australia on this long weekend. We thank all the flag marshals, all the staff, all the officials here at CARCO Raceway. Sensational effort, ladies and gentlemen, and we love the racing that you help us to provide, or that you provide for us, that you make happen. So thanks again to all the flag marshals and all the volunteers, everyone down here that's making this weekend possible here at CARCO Raceway. Not mucking around. Ambrosio didn't hang around at turn 7. He decided, well, I've got the field. I decide when I accelerate, and he did exactly that. And he's bolted from Dean Hill, giving himself about 60-80 metres on Hill, who's got Zane Rhodes right behind him. That was the 5th lap. We're just on into the negative time slot, so let's see if how many more laps we do have to go. I say finishing 5th lap's Ambrosio in 1st. He works his way up with a nice little lead over Hill in towards turn 4 and now in towards turn 5. Look at Zane Rhodes right behind Hill. I think Rhodesy will probably have a go, although Hill's doing as much blocking as he can. Look at Dino Hills right down the inside, saying, "There's, if you want to go around me, mate, go around the outside. Good luck." Ambrosio on screen. Hill, as I say, they're really making it difficult for Zane Rhodes to get a run down the inside. Rhodes a little bit off the pace, not quite in the slipstream. Will he have a go? Again, Dean Hill, wow, really covering down the inside in 2nd place. He is keen as mustard to hang on a second and not let anyone through him, or past him, I should say. Lachlan Cove has held on to 4th beautifully all day long. Great drive by young Lachlan Cove. He's a man on the a man going places quickly. Noah Byrne back there in 5th, and Stephen McGregor also in 6th position as we see them come across the stripe. Ashley Cove comes across the stripe. Let's have an eye look at Ashley's time. A 1 minute 15.8 on that lap. A 1:15.8 for Ashley Cove. Oh, that was the fastest lap for Ashley Cove. That's what she's been doing in the in car number 111. We have the checkered flag out. Race 1 and done. Carlos Ambrosio takes the win from Dean Hill in 2nd place. Zane Rhodes in 3rd. Lachlan Cove back there in 4th. Noah Byrne 5th. And Stephen McGregor in 1st. So there we have it. The times, the best lap time was a 1 minute 12.11 there for Carlos Ambrosio. And the fastest lap was actually Zane Rhodes. I did mention a 1 minute 12.05 back there in 3rd place. Dean Hill, a 1 minute 12.06 in 2nd place. But the win goes to Carlos Ambrosio from Dean Hill, Zane Rhodes, Lachlan Cove, Noah Byrne, Stephen McGregor. In 7th place was Panizza, Fisher in 8th, Hasty in 9, and Cooper in 10. Wow, that was good racing. You see the Retrovision XL Cup races coming down the hill in front of McCracken House. And please put your hands together for the XL Cup. These guys and girls always put on great racing, as we saw here again today.
Here at Pit Lane for the XL Cup, thanks to Retrovision. We're joined by Dean Hill. Dean, that was one very thrilling race. We had a safety car. You came in 2nd. How are you feeling about that run?
It was surprising. After qualifying, I thought we were going to be a little bit off the pace, but it turned out, we were straight on the pace in race 1, all top 3 very similar times, and we're keeping up and having good close racing. Got a very good start, so I was very happy with it.
When you have something like a safety car, what does that do in terms of your strategy? Do you have to be a little bit quicker on the way that you're going to go about things?
You should do probably what I didn't do. I completely stuffed it up, and I'm sorry to all the drivers behind me there. So you want to be right up there, the bumper, and then since the safety car lights go out and he goes, get ready to go in a second. But in my head, I thought we were going for another lap, and I held back and completely ruined it. So don't do what I did. Was my advice. Yeah.
But Dean, you got away with a great start. You're sort of in the first bend. You're actually in front. I mean, it was a very aggressive start, but you weren't able to sustain it because of the other car that sort of failed on the track.
Yeah.
So, as Melza said, obviously that would have really thrown your strategy out the door. And really, but a progressive start. This is a very, very competitive field for Excels, isn't it?
It's very bumper to bumper. It's all very tight, close racing all throughout the field. So there was a gap there, so I went for it and involved a bit of grass cutting on the side, but it pulled off from third to first in the first corner. So.
And your father was involved in racing as well as part of your support team. So tell us about the backup that you have to stay on the track.
I honestly wouldn't be able to do this without Dad. If he wasn't here doing it with me, I wouldn't be doing this. So he puts in so much work behind the scenes, getting the car ready, helping us on the day. He even drove the car to and from New South Wales to race at Bathurst a couple of months ago.
And what was that experience like? Tell us about Bathurst. Was it a great track to race on or to get timed on?
It's unreal. Yeah, it's the walls other side of you make it a pretty thrilling track, and hair raising stuff, and
a bit of history to boot.
Oh yeah, we're super lucky to race there. So not many people get to say they've been there, and I've now done it 3 times, so I'm super lucky. Yeah.
So why Excels? What was your motive towards Excels? I mean, you came up through go-karts, which is like the orthodox way to get into this game, but why is Excel the pick?
It's entry level, so it's meant to be cheap, although it's still pushing it now. But close fun racing. There's the limits to what you do with the cars, so it makes it close.
Is it because it sort of maximises the driver's potential with the vehicle? Is that what you get out of it?
Yes. So it's down to set up with the car and driver skill pretty much. So. Out of all the other series, it's the best bumper-to-bumper racing, I feel. So I don't see the point of doing any other series for me personally. So yeah,
I totally agree with that.
Yeah. Now, going into the remainder of the day, how are you feeling given just how competitive this particular category is?
For the rest of the day?
Yes.
Definitely feeling confident. We'll be starting P2 on the next race, so hoping we can keep up the pace we had in race 1, and it should be good close racing for the rest of the day. So it's all up for grabs.
One thing about this, every time we come down to a championship day, the Excels seem to step up to another degree, apart from the racing calibre, but even the cars, the way they're throwing the cars around the track. I mean, it really is an exciting category to be driving in, isn't it?
Yeah, I've had plenty of people come down and watch me, and they all get addicted to watching. It's it must be seriously fun for the spectators. It's there's not many motorsport classes out there that have that sort of racing. I think because they are in the XLs, there's generally a bit of pushing. We've got nice big bumpers, so there's some friendly bumps down the straight and things like that. So it'd be good fun to watch. So I get it. Yeah, it's good class.
Dean, have a great day today, mate. Best of luck for the rest of the 2 rounds, and I'm sure you'll come out in a pole position. Well done indeed. WA XL Cup Racing proudly presented by Retrovision, Voltec Mechanical, Racetech, Nexter, and Revolution Race Gear.